You have to be more than super to be number one. For 4 decades, Sikorsky CH-53E Super Stallion ruled the American sky as the nation's largest and most powerful helicopter. But the next generation version of the chopper, the CH-53K King Stallion, is now champing at the bit. Lockheed Martin's Sikorsky Aircraft unit is building the new helicopter for the U.S. Marines. It's powered by a brand new engine from General Electric that will allow the King Stallion to claim the top spot. Last week, the U.S. Naval Air Systems Command awarded the company a contract to build 22 of the engines valued at $143 million. The Marine Corps had plans to buy 200 King Stallions through the program. Each of the helicopters will be using 3 engines. Israel has signed a deal with the United States to buy 12 Lockheed Martin Sikorsky CH-53K helicopters and 2 Boeing KC-46 refueling planes. The ministry said the deal is worth around $3 billion, adding that the procurement is part of a wider program to strengthen the capabilities of the Israeli Defense Forces and preparedness to face current and developing threats. The helicopter is powered by 3 key 408 jet engines that drive the 24-meter 7-blade rotor, supporting a maximum takeoff weight of about 40 tons. The helicopter can carry a full payload of up to 16.3 tons, including internal and external loads hanging from 3 hardpoints. Its flight range is 3 times the range of previous models. It can fly at a speed of about 300 kilometers per hour and climb to an altitude of about 18,000 feet. On an operational flight, it can carry 12 tons of cargo to a radius of 200 kilometers. That is twice over the previous model. For example, it can carry a JLTV armored vehicle weighing more than 10 tons on its sling, with an infantry platoon seated in the cabin. To extend the operating range, it is equipped with a refueling probe. Provided with advanced flight instruments and night vision, aircrews enjoy improved flying capability in degraded vision conditions, which allow for safe landing under brownout conditions. This is the thick dust clouds that the helicopter produces when flying near the ground. Fly-by-wire and sophisticated automation help improve the flying and maneuvering capability, and in the future, will allow implementation of autonomous flying capabilities in these helicopters. According to the manufacturer, the CH-53K was designed to allow rapid conversion of maintenance crews who are already experienced with legacy CH-53 helicopters. The cabin of the new CH-53K King Stallion is almost 18 inches wider than that of the CH-53E. Marines are trained to make the most out of what they have, which means that extra 1.5 feet will go a long way. The most obvious effect of this latest round of upgrades to the CH-53 is the amount of cargo it can haul, 39,903 pounds. According to Lockheed Handout, this adds almost 4,000 pounds of lift capability to the aircraft. The CH-53K is also faster. It has a top speed of at least 170 knots, a significant upgrade to the 150 knots of the CH-53E. But how is this possible? The CH-53K is built primarily out of composites metals, which are much lighter than the materials used in previous iterations of the chopper. By weighing less, the CH-53K doesn't have to work as hard to haul itself around, allowing it to distribute more lift. The CH-53K also replaces the 364 engines of the CH-53E with T408 engines. The result is about 22,000 horsepower for the new King Stallion, as opposed to the 13,200 of the CH-53E. Much heavier lift helicopters bring new tactical dimensions to both expeditionary and maritime warfare as they enable more dispersed operations. Forward operating otherwise disconnected force concentrations can be resupplied with supplies, weapons and ammunition by heavier helicopter transportation loads, changing the tactical equation. A combat outpost in an island area in the Pacific can more easily receive reinforcements from amphibiously launched heavy lift helicopters able to bring much greater supply loads per mission. A CH-53K would also be better positioned to, for instance, sling load mobile artillery weapons or even light tactical vehicles into high-risk land combat areas as well. The CH-53K sticker price may be a shocker. But the bottom line is that US Marine has had many chances to rationalize their spending on aerial programs and has chosen a no-compromise route instead. As such, there are few areas within their aviation plans left to modify in order to save money and invest in more basic needs. The CH-53K is a must-have. Its heavy lifting capabilities are essential to the US Marines mission, and there is really no alternative to the type available off the shelf, so the F-35 may be an interesting comparison price-wise, but they are apples and oranges when it comes to the basic needs of the Corps.